Good morning and welcome to our Dynamics 365 CRM webinar. We would like to take this opportunity to thank you all for joining the session. And we will be diving we'll be diving into an overview of Dynamics to start off, and then looking at some use cases. But before we do that, I'd like to just give you a quick overview of Azuro Business Solutions and then the team that will be presenting today. So I am Angus Prince. I am the General Manager of Azuro Business Solutions. And this morning I will be joined by some of our consultants, our lead consultant, Anthony Simons, and then we've got James Goldstone, as well as Unati Kama, who will be joining us and presenting components of the session today. In a nutshell, Azuro is a professional services technology business specializing in Dynamics 365, custom development solutions, business intelligence, and consulting. This morning's session is focused on giving you an overview of what a CRM solution can do for you and your business, and particularly on what the Dynamics toolset can give you. With that, I will hand over to Anthony, who will kick us off with an overview of Dynamics as per the agenda on your screen at the moment. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Angus. So to give you an idea of how the product has evolved, CRM 1.0 was released in January 2003. This version of the product did not include the ability to customize the solution in any way. You couldn't add any custom entities or any custom attributes. In December of 2005, Dynamics CRM 3.0 was released. This version of the product was the first edition to include the word Dynamics. And with this version, it was possible to create brand new custom entities and to expand the default data model. As a result, the term XRM was introduced to describe these new scenarios for extended relationship management. In December of 2007, Dynamics CRM 4.0 on-premise was released. Shortly after that, CRM Online was available for 4.0, and this was Microsoft's first era in terms of cloud service offering for their business applications. CRM 4.0 included multiple tenants, multiple languages, and multiple currencies. In December of 2010, CRM 2011 was released. This version of the product included the concept of solutions and solution layers that allowed for managed packages of customizations and web resources to be deployed across different environments and different organizations. CRM 2011 also introduced rich interactive charts that could be embedded in dashboards, views, and forms. CRM 2013, released in November of 2013, included clients not only for PC or browser, but also for smartphones and tablets. This version provided a new clean user interface that minimized unnecessary navigation and also maximized the screen estate. There was a few capabilities introduced with this version, which now become standard in the offering. Introduced with this version was quick create forms, quick view forms, Bing Maps integration, business rules, and real-time workflows. Since CRM 2013 was released, Microsoft moved to a rapid release cycle where new features and improvements are added in regular 6-month updates. The approach from this point onwards was to deliver features to CRM Online first, with the expectation that the functionality may not be available on-premise. During this time, Microsoft also purchased several additional products, including Microsoft Social Engagement and initial first edition of Microsoft Marketing, should I say Dynamics Marketing, and these products were introduced and integrated with CRM 2015 and CRM 2016. On the 1st of November 2016, the term CRM was officially retired, and Microsoft officially released Dynamics 365. This is Microsoft's offering, combining their business applications, CRM and ERP products into a single platform. The name Dynamics CRM 2016 was changed to Dynamics 365 for customer engagement. And last month, Release Wave 2 for customer engagement was applied, and this is currently the latest version of the product. So just to reiterate, CRM 1.0, released in 2003, didn't include the ability to customize the application in any supported manner. CRM 3.0, which initially included marketing components, included in the first time that you could actually customize the application. CRM 4.0, released in 2007, there was an online edition of this application. One significant change with 4.0 is that you were able to create many-to-many relationships between records and entities. CRM 2011, which included for the first time the interactive charts and dashboards. You'll notice this version also included the familiar 2007 Office ribbon. CRM 2013 with the new user interface, which really minimized unnecessary navigation, maximized the screen real estate. This interface was largely carried over onto CRM 2015 as well as CRM 2016. CRM 2016 included an interactive service hub, which was replaced with the customer service hub on Dynamics 365. Dynamics 365 is now built on the Power Platform. You're able to take advantage of all the components on the Power Platform. You can automate processes with Power Automate. You can use Power Apps to embed controls. And you can use the component framework to really enhance the user experience, provide rich controls for interacting with forms, dashboards, and screens. So the software that was known as CRM is now Dynamics 365. It includes a whole host of components and applications. One of them being sales, which includes your lead management, your order processing, your fundraising components, customer service, which is really your case management, your knowledge management. There is a marketing component as well, which includes your campaigns, your event management, social interaction, as well as email marketing. You also have field service, which enables you to deliver remote service to on-site locations, and also project service, which is your project operations component. We're now going to delve into these individual components and highlight the features and functionality available with each application on the Dynamics 365 platform. Thank you. I'll hand over to Anati to take you through the sales application.
Thank you, Anthony. Sales optimizes email engagement. The sales module is an application to help a team make the right decisions concerning sales opportunities. By sharing contextual embedded insights with a sales team, they can make the best decisions to move each relationship forward. Sales optimizes email engagement, allowing sellers to see when and how customers read and respond to their emails so that they can be more proactive and responsive in their communication. This ultimately enables your sales force to be one step ahead of existing and potential customers. With sales, you can enable customer selling with embedded insights, empower sellers to build relationships with authentic and personal engagement, boost seller productivity with seamless tools, improve sales performance. You can also guide sales team members by enabling a consistent and standard approach to the closure of sales opportunities. You will also see that there's a LinkedIn information in the Dynamics windows. This is due to the fact that Microsoft purchased LinkedIn in June 2016. This allows us to enrich leads and opportunities through information pulled in via LinkedIn integration. And I will move into customer service. Customer service is an all-in-one customer experience focused platform that specializes in delivering the best customer support and service possible. A customer can be defined as an internal member of your organization or an external contact that may submit a request which can be queued and routed for resolution. It offers industry-leading solutions across all channels that your customers use, automating and guiding typical customer service processes like ticketing queues, knowledge-based sharing, SLA, and entitlement management and scheduling services. It also provides completely configurable automation and business rules which allow companies to adhere to industry standards as well as their own. Customer service fully connects with Microsoft 365, which provides users with a full 360-degree view of every department's relationship with the customer, all from within the application. Aside from providing a simple-to-use interface, an intelligent service tool also included is the tracking, managing, and supporting customers through cases. It provides contextual relationship information that's related to a case. You can share knowledge-based content, you can create queues and routing logic, providing time tracking, reminders, and alerts. You can manage your SLAs and entitlements. You can support customers via online chat, phone, and email. You can also understand the success rates, include close time efficacy, and you can also create predictive interactive reports with the live data. Thanks, Anthony.
Thanks, Sonati. Marketing is an advanced marketing automation solution on the Dynamics 365 platform. It enables the completion of a buyer's journey from prospect to customer through building a relationship. Marketing is very easy to use. It's tightly integrated with the sales component. It offers built-in analytics, customer journeys, so you can automate events, take a prospective customer through a specific journey. It includes omni-channel campaigns with SMS, email, WhatsApp, USD. There's also an events management component, as well as webinars and lead management. The great thing about marketing is it natively helps organizations work in compliance with GDPR. GDPR is in some ways more stringent than POPI, as it advocates for privacy by design. And some examples of how marketing ensures compliance is that the application prevents the sending of email without including a subscription center. So you cannot send an email from the application without including the ability to unsubscribe. The contact records within marketing also automatically include a consent attribute, which allows a contact to opt in or opt out of marketing campaigns. Field service. Field service assists organizations with the delivery of on-site service to customer locations. The application combines workflow algorithms, scheduling automation, and mobility to set up mobile workers for successful completion of work orders when they're on-site with customers fixing issues. The application suits a wide variety of industries, from manufacturing. Device manufacturer may use the application to manage maintenance services. Utilities. A utility company may use the application to respond to outages by dispatching technicians. It's natively integrated with Bing Maps. Using the scheduling algorithms, it can actually determine which technician may be most suited to attend to that error, or should I say that work item. Healthcare, using the application to schedule and dispatch healthcare workers to administer medicine and other care to patients, and also general equipment maintenance. The application can be used to deliver maintenance and repair services for equipment. Project Operations, released in October of 2020. It's really an evolution of the existing project management and accounting modules inside finance, as well as the previous project service automation solution from Microsoft. The application offers project management, opportunity management, resource management, time and expense management, and project dashboards. And you can see on this slide, a project is being created for the implementation of software, When you actually open a record of the project, you can view all the details related to the project, timeline, budgets, estimates, resources, and you can actually track this project from initial conception right through to closure. I'm now going to hand over to James, who's going to highlight the individual components that are available on the Power Platform.
Thank you, Anthony. The Power Platform is a collective term for 4 Microsoft products: Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate, which is previously known as Flow, and the Power Virtual Agents. They provide the means to easily manipulate, surface, automate, and analyze data, and can be used with Microsoft 365 and Dynamics 365, as well as other third-party apps and other Microsoft services. The Power Platform is possible thanks to the Dataverse, which is essentially the underlying data platform that provides a unified and simplified data schema so that applications and services can interoperate. Power BI is a business analytics tool which allows you to easily connect to data sources, create visuals, and gain business intelligence quickly. It allows you to click and connect with Microsoft and third-party cloud services, as well as on-premise data sources. It allows you to easily manipulate data, create visuals, and visuals such as charts, dashboards, maps, and many more, so you can present your data in an easy-to-digest format. It also allows you to use natural language to query data and get results. Overall, allowing you to easily analyze and make sense of complex data to enable continuous improvement. Power Apps is a suite of apps, services, and data platforms that enables rapid application development to build custom apps based on business requirements. You can quickly create custom business apps that connect to your business data either on-premise or in the cloud. Power Apps at its core is a platform as a service that enables you to create applications that run on any mobile device or browser. It has connections with various Microsoft-based and third-party applications, including SharePoint, SQL Server, OneDrive in the Microsoft 365 Productivity Suite, Google Docs, Dropbox, and Oracle. Power Automate, which was known previously as Microsoft Flow, it allows you to create automated workflows between your Microsoft services or third-party applications, which allows staff to avoid carrying out repetitive tasks and save valuable time. It allows you to use pre-built automation templates for common automations within the Flow gallery. It also allows you to create your own automations by connecting various applications such as Outlook, SharePoint, Dynamics 365, or non-Microsoft apps like Twitter, Asana, Gmail, and MailChimp. It also allows you to set up triggers, alerts, automated emails, push notifications, and much, much more with no coding and within minutes. Overall, it allows you to save time, reduce human error, and streamline your processes. Power Virtual Agents is a newer feature within the Power Platform that provides a no-code interface to allow teams to create chatbots that can be deployed across multiple channels. It is a software as a service offering. It allows you to easily sign up, create your bot, and embed it into your website with just a few clicks. There's no infrastructure to maintain or complex systems to deploy. This solution allows you to create bots quickly and easily using a novel, intuitive, code-free graphical interface, eliminating the need for AI expertise or teams of developers. It works hand in hand with Dynamics 365 Customer Service Insights to provide a holistic view of your customer service operations. You can use Customer Service Insights and Power Virtual Agents together to determine which topics are trending or consuming support resources, and then easily automate them. Thank you, Anthony.
Thanks, James. So it was just giving you an idea of what's available on the Dynamics 365 platform, as well as the Power Platform. We're now going to demonstrate 2 use cases, some functionality that we've built on the platform. And I'm just going to navigate to our demonstration environment and something that you're probably quite familiar with. So I'm sure everyone on this call interacted with this form, but possibly wasn't aware that this form was actually built on Dynamics 365 and placed on the Power Portal or Power Apps portal and exposed to the internet. So what I'm going to highlight is how we design this functionality and how we use Dynamics 365 specifically for events management. So just looking at our Dynamics 365 environment, all the applications that are available to us. As we mentioned, you maybe would have enabled the sales component, the customer service component, or perhaps field service components like facility safety management. The great thing about Dynamics 365 is these are actually referred to as model-driven apps. You can actually tailor them to meet specific job roles, and you can expose the data, or should I say the entities, to specific roles. So you can actually tailor an experience for a specific type of user based on their permissions and their security. They can interact with the data in specific ways. Again, you can also create custom attributes, or should I say custom apps, with custom entities and attributes. We've created an Azuro Dynamics 365 app for presentation purposes, and this includes the two use cases that we're going to demonstrate, specifically our events management component and our return to work requests. So as I mentioned, our events management component or feature was built using Dynamics 365 and the Power Platform. At its back end is a list of events which the users internally can manage. We've really just customized this to meet our needs, but again, very customizable. You can really create the attributes and the workflow to meet your specific business needs. We have a business process flow, which will guide the user through a series of steps, make sure that they follow a standard approach when managing events. You initially capture the event details. You step onto Publish Event. The Publish Event button runs a Power Automate process, which actually creates a meeting registration link and automatically publishes the event details to the internet and makes it available on a Power Apps portal. As you probably are aware, this form can then be completed, and this would create a record of a registration. So this would come into our Dynamics 365 environment as a record of a registration. You can view the details of the individual that registered, and that's automatically associated with the event. Again, the business process flow allows you to manage the event. You can actually take it right through to the final stage and conclude the event. And this is just one use case, one scenario how Dynamics 365 can be extended and customized. The other scenario that we want to highlight is our return to work requests. Quite a common business use case in these times. Return to work requests can actually be posted to the application in two ways. And James is just going to explain the functionality behind that.
Thank you, Anthony. What we're seeing in front of us is the return to work Dynamics 365 form that has been hosted on a Power Apps portal, which was previously known as a Dynamics portal. Power Apps portals are external facing websites used to allow unlicensed users of your organization to sign in with a variety of identities to create and to view data that's in Dynamics 365 or browse the content anonymously. Power Apps portals are fully customizable and allow you to style the portal to mirror your business look and feel. Power Apps portal forms allow you to set certain fields as required, add conditional formatting to show and hide certain fields, allow you to add attachment controls, have multiple forms. I will step in now and submit this form. This will then create a return to work record within Dynamics 365. You're missing an @ sign, Anthony.
Yeah. Thanks, James.
Thank you. Now the record is submitted to Dynamics 365. Before I hand over back to Anthony, we will just look at the Power Apps portal, the Power Apps Canvas app. Canvas apps require authentication and can only be used by licensed users of the organization. The same as Power Apps portals, Canvas apps are fully customizable to make them look and feel similar to your business look and feel. You're seeing that it's so fully customizable. You can update the form, add conditional formatting to show and hide fields as well as the Power Apps portal, add required fields, add camera controls, attachment controls as well. Also have multiple screens, and do a various array of customizations that your business requires to it. We will go ahead and submit this form as well to Dynamics 365, and this will as well create a return to work record that Anthony will show within Dynamics 365. Thank you, Anthony.
Thanks, James. So really just two use cases. Just looking at a staff member who may submit a return to work request. As highlighted, they can submit that request on the portal or with a license using the Canvas app. They would actually be created as a record within our environment. You can open these records and manage them as a user internally. Again, there's a business process flow, which guides the user through a standard series of steps. When interacting with the record, they need to validate the request, move the request to an approval stage, again, move the request to an ops manager approval, and finally to HR for processing. These business process flows, again, are very customizable. You can really tailor them to meet your specific needs, guide the users through a process which is really specific to your organization. And those are just two use cases that we wanted to highlight. Some of the other functionality that's available on Dynamics 365 is the core records are really your accounts and your contacts. So a list of organizations that you interact with, providing you with the ability to track all the information related to an account and all the relationships that may be associated with that account. Address details, you have the Bing Maps integration, you have a timeline of all interactions, all activities that have taken place with this organization, and what that really provides you with a transparency and visibility. So anybody with the right permissions can access an account, view all conversations or interactions. Being a Microsoft product is very closely integrated with the Microsoft 365. So you'll notice looking at the phone call attribute, I can actually directly click this button and it'll launch a Teams call. Just takes a moment. It's just some of the functionality that's available with the integration. If I actually go back to the list of accounts, just to highlight, you can sort and categorize the information. Again, you can create a channel to collaborate on these records within Teams. You can also export to Excel. In the same way you have organizations, you also have individuals, which may be associated with those organizations, may have relationships with other records within the environment. To highlight the list of contacts and the individuals we're interacting with, all the details related to the contact is available. You can customize these forms. You can add specific attributes as well. Again, there's a timeline where you can view all the interaction and all the personal details related to the contact. It's all available. Just to highlight some of the reporting capabilities. So, as I mentioned, the dashboard and reports are all available natively. You can interact with all of these views, create interactive charts, sort and customize the data. So if I look at my return to work request view, and I click to show a chart, it immediately shows me the return to work requests, highlighting reason, sorted by reason for absence. I can click on these individual charts and it'll actually sort the records contextually. That's some of the default functionality available with Dynamics 365. really can be tailored, customized to meet your specific needs. We can use the Power Platform as well, which really underpins everything to automate processes, really provide rich controls, and enhance the user experience. Any questions?
So we've got a couple of questions that have come through there, Anthony. Thanks for that great presentation, by the way. I think there's a couple that I can talk to directly. The first one is, how big or small an organization do you need to be to use Dynamics 365? So in our experience, the use cases go from a single person business all the way to a 10,000 person multinational corporation, or even bigger than that. It really does depend on the use cases. I think a key point to understand is that the default functionality of sales, service, field service, marketing, etc., are always available. So we can switch, that gets switched on when you deploy the solution. The custom solutions, as shown in the use cases, those are defined to solve business problems. So if you're solving a business problem like a return to work, for example, or putting an events module in there, you have the default sales functionality available in the system as well in its native form. So as a small organization, you could solve one problem, but still impact the rest of your business through the deployment. So it's applicable to all sizes of organizations. And then there's another question about using Dynamics and the Power Platform together. Although the two are connected, they're also mutually exclusive. We find that there are clients who use the Power Platform without using Dynamics, and there you can use a SharePoint backend, you can use a SQL backend, you can use all kinds of different data storage mechanisms to manage your Power Platform data, and you can do that without Dynamics, and vice versa. You can build Dynamics without utilizing the Power Platform natively, but the core that underpins the two is connected through the Dataverse, and you'll always be able to leverage the feature set of either side of the coin. And then this is always a tricky one, the next question. How long does it take to get Dynamics up and running? So this is like asking how long is a piece of string. It really does depend on what you want from the tool set. If you want it deployed out of the box with no customizations, and you just want to use leads and opportunities, and you're not concerned with the sales process or reports or anything like that, then you can have it up and running in a week. If you want to build a custom sales process, and an example of that would be where we recently had a client who had a custom sales process, but was not using Dynamics to implement the custom process. And they ran Dynamics for a number of years natively and ran Excel sheets with their custom process. And eventually the overhead became too much, and you get that to synchronize and you bring the business process into Dynamics. So the short answer is you could have it in a week, or you could have it in a year, depending on what it is that you want us to build. But the most important part is that you'll be able to use components of that a lot sooner than you anticipate, based on the fact that the functionality is available and can be used as you switch components on. Are there any other questions from the forum? There doesn't seem to be any other questions. I think just in closing, we'd like to thank the team for the great presentation. And what we will be doing after this event is we'll be sending out an email to all attendees with the links to the recording of the webinar for you to review. And then we'll also be sending you the slide decks. And if you have questions that come up from that, you're welcome to pop us an email. We will also be sending through an offer of an assessment of your environment for potential use cases, where we will help you identify ways that you can optimize your organization through things like the Power Platform and Dynamics, and even just in your Office 365 environment, if that is the platform that you're on. From our side, it's been an absolute pleasure to showcase this to you, and we will be back in January with a deep dive into the various components, starting with the sales process, and we will on a monthly basis look into the modules that we've touched on: sales, service, marketing, project services, automation, and drive that forward with deep dives into those solutions that'll give you insights into how you can utilize that within your organization. Thank you very much once again for attending, and it's been our pleasure to be here and share this information with you. Have a fantastic day.